Здорово. Нет.
Thornbridge Manor. The Carlisle family's home for countless generations.
Бандиана, блядь.
The Reverend Alexa Carlisle and her 3 adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlisle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlisle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
Понятно.
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madam Carlisle. Please wait.
Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madam Carlisle. You can go right in.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlisle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47. A famous private in...
morning, but I'm so relieved you're here. Everything's just so strange. Preparing for Madam's funeral, and then she turns up alive. But then the awful business with her brother Zachary, and all this security. I've never seen the place guarded like this, and I dare say I don't like it at all. This is what I mean.
Oh, by the way, I told Kate about those texts.
What did she say?
Well, I thought she'd be mad at me, but she just thanked me. Said she understood the position I was in. We had a really good talk about it, actually.
Oh, what did I tell you? She's a sensible woman. And that stuff from your ex was like manipulation 101.
I know. I guess I thought she was gonna read into them and freak out. Say I must have done something to provoke her.
Shit, man. Caroline really did a number on you.
Mr. Whitmer, thank you for coming on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion. Are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good. Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler. Madam Carlyle has asked me to assist you in any way possible. Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've traveled from London. Would you care for some refreshments? Or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
I prefer to get started.
As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir.
How are you today, sir?
I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madam Carlyle...
Hello, sir.
You may be familiar with the recent announcement. You will probably learn that
That American lawyer in the small office, did you check his travel documents?
Adam's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madam Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madam Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madam Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this.
door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. You've likely not exhausted the room for clues, 47. Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal. Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity. Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Did the portrait photographer check out? Verified his identity? Everything's in order?
Sup?
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
This is very useful information, 47. So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps do you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'd never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. If that's all, I have a speech to write.
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff, all the company he had. Anything else I can...
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me. How are things coming along inside? Is everything ready for tomorrow?
Fake funeral tomorrow. Zachary found dead upstairs today. Death is everywhere. I never thought...
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I? I spent the evening with Patrick. We met after dinner and I went home at 1 in the morning. He said he needed someone real to talk to. When he looks at you, it makes you feel like the center of the universe. Like a real princess.
But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what he is.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Any strangers outside the house?
No, we saw no one outside. Except Patrick's mother, Emma. We were sitting on the bench behind the greenhouse talking when she came out and, we had to hide. You won't tell her about me and Patrick, will you? She'd insist Madame Carlyle fire me. I'm sure of it.
Too right she will. She's always going on about how things will change once she's in charge of Thornbridge Manor.
I can't deal with all this pretend funeral stuff just now.
That is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office.
I'm going to be a dad.
You'll be fine, Robin.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
Patrick Carlyle.
is giving you a really hard
Can you tell me where you
deserve
were
better than that,
yesterday
Lawrence.
evening?
It's not so bad anymore.
Shit, it's
Used to
that
be much
sneaky
worse.
butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow...
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexia used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. So, is that it?
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary tops himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it. Just remembered I went for a stroll behind the greenhouse last night. Maybe that's where it is.
What is?
My lost button. One you couldn't find at the graveyard. Now? Good idea. Yes.
Patrick token to Madame Carlyle's daughter.
Rebecca? Yes. She's insistent, that one. She kept asking all kinds of questions. Who had the other one? Why I gave it to her, that sort of thing. You did make sure she didn't see you give the other one to the butler?
Of course.
Hello there, sir.
Rebecca Carlyle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 9:15. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is there anything else you...
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is that everything, Mr.
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Emma Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Is that all?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Anything else?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where... you were yesterday evening?
You're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Is that all?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger ball. He's better off dead. Anything else you want to pry?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
I shouldn't gossip, but that Emma woman is a tad too busy for my taste.
On top of everything, Rosie thinks she's in love with young Patrick. And that's a breaking heart. If I ever saw one. And that's Madam Carlyle must believe Zachary is virgin. Why else ask him to put her out? I feel weak in my knees from all of this.
That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
I should get back to you.
Yeah, same.
Mr. Guttenberg, hello. Yeah, listen. No, listen. I understand, but you need to talk to Anthony. Calm down. Yes, I understand. I'm sure we can come to some arrangement, but you really need to talk to Anthony. He's the man with the papers. You know who I am, you're my grandmother. Or wife, just for that. Fine.
whole situation isn't normal. How do you think it affects Patrick? He must be so confused. I don't like how Alexa's way of running things impacts our son.
Patrick? He's our
Excuse me, sir, you do not have clearance. Turn. That's good, sir. Keep walking. There's nothing here.
Looking good, man. Looking good.
Sir?
She should have gone with a better surgeon. Symmetry, Emma.
Why do you buy that gothic brand?
I received the full scope.
Exactly. She holds the other. I want her to have the smile on our faces when I die.
Groceries arrived. I heard some of the delivery people were unhappy with the security at the gate. But from what I safe with Ethel, she never misses a step.
Painkillers. Lethal if you use enough of them.
But not the poison used to kill Zachary. Of course, Madame Carlyle doesn't know that. Are you considering to frame the butler, 47?
Боже, как же он проходит только сюжетные задания в Lies of P.
Ветру. Да. Блядь, я не могу убийцу найти, это какой-то пиздец.
Lies of P только сюжетные задания.
Ай, блядь, это уже какой-то детективчик, а не Хитман, блядь. Короче, надо какого-то убийцу найти. Хуй знает, где он, как его искать. Блядь, бред какой-то. Ненавижу загадки. Я точно знаю, что тут где-то был шкафчик. Его можно открыть сейчас.
Алмаз, беги от этих головоломок.
Угу. Коробка для сигар. Это мы
Это
забираем.
хуйня ски.
Да нет, нормально. Так, слиться. Блин, где это может быть? О, здорово.
Боже, как же иногда хочется, чтобы Алмазик врубил читы и прошел игру за секунду.
А тут бесполезно. Как тут читы помогут? Дело-то не в сложности.
Будет ли когда-нибудь стрим с читами?
Не знаю, есть только стратегии какие-нибудь.
Прохождение Сёкера с читами.
А смысл?
Подоминировать.
Да ну это уж неинтересно так. Читами любой может доминировать, а ты попробуй без читов. Где этот шкафчик, блядь?
Потом запишешь видос, как ты с 2 ударов филина убил, и будешь лямы просмотров лутать с комментами «Он читер, не ведитесь». Я проверял, это не работает.
Блядь, только не филин ебучий. Как же я на нем заебался. О. Подожди, а почему он светится? Ну-ка.
Боже, тогда молению.
Молению я уже сколько раз убил.
Как же он не заебался на молении?
Я молению там, когда тест оружия делал, пару раз захуярил. Случайно. Ну, магии там вообще легко она проходит. Швыряешь в него эту хуйню, в луну, блять, какую-то.
Ты ее изнасиловал просто во все дырки.
Угу. Во всю боль. Во всю боль. Че у тебя по играм, Роб? Че будешь стримить дальше?
Oh dear.
Жду, когда алмаз пройдет Пиноккио.
Так это еще не скоро. Ну, в смысле, это скоро? На выходных?
Я обещал, Скайрим он будет, я жду.
Нет, ну, тебе еще неделю надо ждать, блин. Я неделю ее буду проходить. Это минимум. Через неделю, это считать 2 недели, ебать. 2 недели. Ну, на выходных я постараюсь пойти 7-го... Там, какого у нас выходные будет? 7 по 10 у нас выходные? Или как там?
Ты начнешь же послезавтра?
Не, какой послезавтра? Завтра я вообще в Казань уезжаю. У нас экскурсия будет. Я же сказал, на праздниках начну. Там время будет, я прям днем запущу.
Ты чё, алё-ё?
То у меня времени сейчас нету.
That is the door to Rebecca's room.
Вот комната Ребекки.
Если Хитмана не стримить, то появится.
Хитмана я мало стримлю. Опа, вот ключ нашли. Так, здесь что?
I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night.
Угу. Так, подожди.
Я понимаю, что Хитман набирает на просмотров от 0 до 7, но все же.
Ну, да, Липи также будет набирать, какая разница. Я Липи буду чисто ради себя стримить, честно говоря. Я вообще его не планировал в ближайшее время. Только чисто ради тебя. А не из-за Skyrim или из-за чего-то еще.
Ну,
Skyrim это как просто бонус.
Буду.
Ну это понятно, да. Это... Блять, подождите, а кто это такие нахуй?
Боже, алмазик, боже.
Не, реально, это кто такие, блядь? Ты чё, блядь? Чё у меня есть? Трубой сейчас. А нет, трубой не получилось, ладно. Что они тут делали вообще?
Я получил платину. Игра официально пройдена, и это печально. Всего-то 60 часов, как быстро они прошли.
Ну, 60 часов для соуса игр. Нормально. Пойдет. Наверное, все. Копает что-то. Ножницы. Наверное, надо подойти к этому дворецкому. Я не знаю, что дальше. Вроде все обыскали. Где дворецкий? А хотя давай к ним.
What is it, Fernsby?
Mr. Edward is not coping too well with the situation, I'm afraid.
Madame Carlyle.
Mr. Whitmer, you found proof of what happened to my brother?
No, not yet.
Go and see Fernsby when you do.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
For centuries,
not
the
yet.
Carlyles
Come and
have
see me
fought
when
to
you do.
Mr.
You face
Fernsby?
great
Mr. Whitmer.
obstacles too.
Да в смысле, блин.
Present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
Mr. Fernsby?
You
Mr. Whitmer,
only knew.
you have enough evidence to present your case
блядь.
for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Ну как так-то?
He is a useless wimp. If it's not one thing, it's another.
All right, there.
Но значит, у меня не остается другого выбора.
Какого?
Grow a pair.
Боже, Skyrim, наконец-то.
Unite across time. We could crush them all.
Ведь... Она тут нету.
Hello, sir.
Так, Алекса Карлайл. Кто такой Алекс Карлайл вообще? Алекс Карлайл. Подозреваемый. Точно нет. Эмма Карлайл. Мистер Фэнсби. Либо это Эмма Карлайл. У нее нет алиби. Наверное, это Эмма. Где ты, сучка? С дворецкими говорили. Кстати, дворец сказал, типа, у него комната какая-то есть. Надо смотреть. А вот это что? Опа. Да. Что тут есть? Это что такое?
Now
Опа.
this is interesting, 47. A letter from Emma's mother stating that Emma is the illegitimate child of Alexa's late older brother, Montgomery. And listen to this. She claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murder him. The plot thickens.
Опа-на.
A keychain pendant for the greenhouse. What's that doing in Emma and Gregory's room, I
Ну
wonder?
понятно, кто
And
убийца.
why is
блядь.
the key missing?
Понятно, кто убийца. Вот эти нахуй. Эмми нахуй. Сюда ее.
Пятый, ты хочешь?
Пятый, ты хочешь? Пятый, в смысле пятый? Сведение. Так. Так. Боже, Эмми. Эмми, у тебя нет алиби. Подозреваемая. Мистер Фен, я не думаю, что мистер. Ну все, каюк тебе. Где дворецкий? В общем, надо доложить.
Please stay
Mr.
back.
Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your
Да.
case for Madame Carlyle?
Да.
No, not yet.
Ну, блядь.
Come and see me when you do.
В смысле? Я нашел убийцу. Вот это убила, короче. Дебилы. В ее комнате найден брелок от оранжереи. Это значит, что? А значит, она была там. Что она там делала? Создавала яд. Зачем? Чтобы убить дедулю. Зачем? Дедуля, хуй знает. Ну, зачем так? Видимо, не нравился ей дедуля это. А вот это что такое? Блять, загадочный переключатель отсутствует. Боже, как же он отсутствует? А если к ней подойти прямо? Да и...
Madam Carlyle.
Mr. Whitmer, you found proof of what happened to my brother?
Хитман какой-то обоссанный этот. Нифига это не Хитман.
Ну, больше Шерлок Холмс, да, какой-то, бля?
You found proof of what happened to my brother?
Уже давно бы всех убил.
А тут прикол в том, что он типа вместо шерифа внедряется. Ой, блядь, какой шериф нахуй? Вместо детектива.
Well, don't just stand there.
Этих я убил. Видимо, я какую-то улику пропустил, что ли. Хрен знает. Может, наверху поискать где-то. Ну, дом огромный.
Такой тупизм, боже.
Угу.
Нахера это Нуэна?
Ну, видимо, найти убийцу надо. Ах, а если вот так сделать? На 3-й этаж пробраться, допустим.
Загугли, скипни миссию быстрее.
Думаю, загуглить. Вообще ни хрена нет. Так, а это что такое? Ну-ка. Это ничего такое. What? 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 Здорово всем.
Конечно, ты сюда не головоломки гадать пришел.
Ой, блядь. Да. По сути, правильно все говоришь. Да фиг знает. Давай посмотрим, ладно. Что там, Hitman 3 прохождения.
Как же я его вынудил пожульничать?
Нет, так, наверное, через видео долго будет. Надо этот сайт GameStart найти и через него попробовать. А, смерть семьи. Детектив. Так, посетитель пойдет в правую комнату, оглушаем его, прячем тело. Так, это понятно все. Внутри открытый сейф, пара чашек на кровати. Кровать, торбеки. Прислуга, оранжерея. Фотограф. Так, может быть, деньги или информацию. А, 1975. Ах. Оранжерею надо сходить, получается, еще. То есть, получается, вообще вне дома. Жесть, блядь. Я вообще 500 лет здесь ходил.
Боже, боже.
Боже, боже. Какой же пароль легкий, 1975. Она свой год рождения, походу, поставила, блядь, на сей.
Как же он идет в оранжерею?
Как же я иду туда, да. Так, а где она? Боже, боже. Вот это, наверное, да? А это кладбище. Не оранжерея, по-моему. Это кладбище, блядь. Что я могу думать? Да, нахрен с вами делами.
Я вот тут подумала, что если просто тупо пройти одну и ту же игру и сказать «первое прохождение».
Потому что если просто тупо пройти. Ну, это получается жульничество.
Все равно люди тупее даже смотреть не будут.
Блин, надо написать, кстати, Hitman первое прохождение. Я вот забыл написать. У меня реально первое прохождение Hitman. Третьего.
A safe in Madame Carlyle's office. I bet that's where she keeps the file on Arthur Edwards.
Так, мне надо зайти сюда. Блять. А ключей-то нету. Боже, 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 боже.
Закончил игру и по новой стрим первое прохождение и сидишь такой типа, бля, как играть по ЗДЦ, вау.
А сам нагибаешь, да? Коварно, коварно. Блять. Пиздец. Вот он вроде еще ключ. Пиздец. Так, 21, ну, получается. Бля. Бля. То что? Надо было сохраниться. Здесь ничего важного не получить. А где оранжерея?
Greetings, sir.
Боже, как повезло, сейчас я просто на реакции успел увернуться от ваншота босса, который один раз в жизни увидел, и от которого только именно таким образом надо уворачиваться. По ЗДЦ как повезло.
Ну, кстати, со мной может такое прокатить, потому что, когда я стримил Dark Souls, у меня другие зрители были. Ну, то есть, подвох только ты поймешь, и Владимир, и все. Остальные-то не заметили. Не помню, что там, кто был раньше. Еще на том канале, кстати. Ну, укол, и все, по-моему, из старой гвардии. Так, попробуем сохраниться.
АЛМАЗ тебе идеи реализуй.
Broken lab equipment. It looks like it was recently
Да, ну
used,
это ж как-то нечестно.
Сёкера первое прохождение.
Не, Сёкера точно нет. Dark Souls может понять. Почему нет? Так, больше тут ничего нету, видимо, да? Опа, вот здесь что-то нашел. Ключ от катера.
Боже, третья часть.
Ну, третья часть вообще как неадекватыч, блядь.
Только не первая и вторая, прошу.
Но у меня, говорю же, челлендж будет весной. Посмотрим. Если будет желание, если будет как-то возможность. Может быть. Но с другой стороны, другие игры тоже хочется попроходить какие-нибудь интересные. Не хочется к старым играм возвращаться. Знаешь. Это что там?
Боже, боже.
Что за фотограф еще? Боже, дайте электричество, боже.
Опять челлендж из разряда косарь зафилина.
Так я же одолел. Я же сделал это. Я же смог.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your
Да.
case for Madame
Да.
Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Тут
Come and see me
ебал.
when you do.
Сука, в смысле недостаточно? Все собрал, все, что можно было, блядь. Сука, всех опросил, нахуй. Че там еще, блядь? Сука. Где эти подозреваемые ебучие? Сука, Эмми. Допрошена. Где ее комната, нахуй? Здесь хотя бы комната Эммы и Грегори.
Да быстрее читы уже включить и завершить миссию.
Как читы тут могут помочь? Надо догадаться. Это что такое? Трость. Беру. Это что такое? Что это? Это что такое? Разгляд писем.
Прописать в консоль завершить миссию Алё-Йоучи о указании игры будущего.
Завтра еду туда. Посмотреть. Боже, Рома, ты со мной едешь? Посмотреть. Боже. Наконец-то встретимся.
Конечно, алмаз еду.
Отлично. Так, где этот? Я хочу кое-что проверить. Возможно, сработает.
Именно завтра с работы отпрошусь и
Боже,
поеду.
как же я догадался. Без подсказок. Умен. Херня какая-то. Может, как же он догадался?
Ха-ха-ха-ха, клип-клип.
Так, все. А тут, блядь, а смысл? Смысл что-то переключать, если тут ни хрена нету, блядь. Что за дебилизм, нахуй? Блядь, комната. Она убила. Ебашила. Комнаты.
Как же он обосрался без подсказок?
Ой, блин.
How are you?
Где там еще? Тут, блядь. В смысле запретная зона, блядь? Их это воскресили, понятно. Надо было убить их. Боже, 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 боже. Стоять. О, есть. Ну-ка. Опа. Что тут, а? Что тут?
Я засыпаю. Самая скучная игра, в которую ты играл.
А.
An old letter, 47. Never opened. Must have slid under the secret door nearly.
Подожди, ну записка тут была какая-то.
You're an excellent detective, 47. Uncovering truths half a century old. If you frame it correctly, I believe you could use the information to convince Madame Carlyle that Zachary committed suicide. Maybe you should ask Mr. Fernsby to see her. Or perhaps you feel like digging a bit more.
Не хочу ничего узнавать. Давайте мне встречу, блядь. Где там Манда?
Wilkinson accused of sordid affair with...
You faced great obstacles too.
I'm ready to present my conclusion.
Very well. Let's talk in my office.
Спрячься в ящике и там сиди.
Все, больше никаких видео.
How are you, sir?
Ща тебя самого за суицидят провал миссии. Боже!
Надо сохраниться.
Быстрее загрузку.
Your detective skills have gained you access to the Lion's Den, 47. Now, go claim your reward.
Как же сохранили поверх Сёева. Ну все, ГГ. Я предупреждал.
Это нормально будет.
So, Mr. Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat, please. Go ahead.
Обвинить, блять, не получается.
Your brother committed suicide.
I need to see some evidence to believe that, Mr. Whitmer.
Zachary was found dead in a room locked from the inside. He died from a rare poisonous plant he cultivated himself. He believed you were dead, and a suicide note explained that he did not have the courage to go on without you.
That's what I don't buy. I cared for him deeply, but the truth is he hated my guts. My death would not make him commit suicide, I can promise you that.
Perhaps the death of your older brother, Montgomery, then. I have found evidence showing that you and Zachary killed him nearly 50 years ago. I believe that was when Zachary turned recluse. Your brother recently uncovered proof that your past deeds were for nothing. A letter from Montgomery stating that he wanted you, Madame Carlyle, to take over from your father instead of himself, as you were better suited to the job. Everything would have turned out the way you wanted, without anyone dying. What broke Zachary once, now destroyed him.
And you saw this letter?
I did.
Oh, Zachary. How royally I fucked up. Mr. Whitmer, I'm sorry, I just need to gather my thoughts. Right. The payment for your services, have you decided on an amount?
Arthur Edwards. You have a file on him.
Arthur Edwards. How do you...
Зачем мне деньги? Блять, нахуя мне деньги?
Well played. For many, many years I feared what I'd see when I finally met death. And now you sit before me and I feel only peace. You see, I believe life is a fair fight, and I lost spectacularly in every way imaginable. It is time for me to leave the pit. Oh, before I get to that, your reward. The file you want is in the safe.
Принеси. Нам даже пароль не
A
нужен.
last wish from a dying woman. Get Edwards and make him suffer.
Боже, как же мы нашли досье.
A last wish
Good
from a
work,
dying
47. That's the file on Arthur Edwards
Get
secured.
Edwards
Time to take care of Madame
and
Carlyle.
make him suffer. So long.
Подожди, прощайте,
I need some
блядь.
privacy.
Убить тебя.
Thank you.
No need to panic.
Боже, 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 боже. Боже, 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 боже.
Да ты просто предохранялась плохо, вот, и убила, братан. Инцест на лицо, тут все понятно. Бедный Закари типичный олень, который страдал по своей сестре, что она ему не дает, а Мангамиру дает.
Mission complete.
Блядь, я даже успеть. Хотел сказать, успеть не убил. Успеть не убил. Убить не успел. Ну ладно, бывает. Нет! Запретная зона. Блин, надо валить отсюда. А я считаю, сделано красиво. Причем это было ложью. Это было не самоубийство, насколько я понял. Скорее всего, убила Эмма. Там же было написано, типа, можем сказать, дворецкий, что сопротивление готово совершить. Там, что совершил Эмма. Хрен знает, короче, тут не написано. Хотя, возможно, она реальность. Боже, 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 боже. Боже, 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 боже. Боже, 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 боже. Я ухожу. Ухожу красиво. Блядь, еще... А тут сколько еще заданий осталось? Блядь, 2 задания. Нахуй бросит полку.
They're everywhere. Go, get out! It's the Constantine. Shit!
Чего, блин?
Diana can't help you now. You need to find Olivia. She will know what to do. I wish there had been more time.
And then there were none. Thank you, Miss Burnwood. Now, it's my turn.
Диана тебя не удовлетворит. Найди Оливию, понятно.
Кто такая Оливия?
Walk away. Or what? You gonna take us all on?
Don't.
Tell the Constant to start running.
You think you've won? 47 is out there, and 47 never misses his mark.
Neither do you, Miss Burnwood. That's what makes you valuable.
You're delusional. You think I would betray 47?
Trust me, you owe him nothing.
What is this?
I told you we could help each other, and I meant it. I'll look forward to your call.
Gray is gone. Go to Berlin and stay out of sight. We're all that's left now.
Да, это жестко.
Как же чел все предугадал?
Он спас своего товарища. Боже, как же он спас своего товарища. Уважаю таких.
Он просто знает баб, они продажные.
Угу. Но у нее есть мотив как бы.
Всем спасибо за просмотр, всем удачи. С вами был АЛМАЗ Геймс, всем пока.
Нет, мы только начали. Боже, как же мы только начали.
Are my speciality.
Very well.
That is Alexa Carlyle, unofficial leader of the Providence Partners and last one to be alive.
Ну, кстати, вот я сравниваю с Бондианой. Очень похож сюжет с Бондианой. Типа есть специальная секретная организация. Типа там Спектр называется, здесь Провиденс. И она контролирует государство, там, типа, самых влиятельных политиков, президентов, короче, всех. Везде один мотив. Типа, даже в Ассасине такая же хрень. Типа, есть ассасины, есть тамплиеры, блять, одни злые, одни добрые. Ну, хотя тоже, опять с какой стороны смотреть. Если смотреть со стороны тамплиеров, ассасины то зло. Если смотреть со стороны ассасинов, тамплиеры зло.
Safer for everyone if I just wait here till he says he's ready for Madam.
Избавиться от птиц, как? То есть как от них избавиться? Кирпичом как-то. А пистолета с собой нету. Или есть? Да никак. Угорайте. Мне пистолет нельзя достать. А мне его и нету. Сука.
Ладно, удачи, Алмаз, я пошел.
Давай, Ром, давай.
Sir, please.
What was that noise?
Пойти обратно оружие забрать придется, походу. Мне их нечем сбивать.
Did you give the Fitzpatrick token to Madame Carlisle's daughter?
Rebecca? Yes. She's insistent that one. She kept asking all kinds of
Ну, досье я знаю, где все.
So, how long have you been working here?
About a month now.
You're American. What on earth are you doing in this shit?
God's sake, Emma.
Why don't we get any kind of explanation? It's bloody rude, that's what it is. Making us come here to play a funeral and then show up like nothing. I need to stop thinking about Emma all the time.
О, нашел.
Jesus Christ!
Trouble with your back? I can relate.
I'm ready to show Madame Carlyle the funeral arrangements.
You got rid of the birds?
Yes.
Perfect. I'll let her know. Mr. Parsons is ready to see Madame Carlyle.
Well done, 47. Madame Carlyle is on her way. I wonder how she will like her final resting ground.
Mr. Parsons, I don't like to be kept waiting. I trust we can be efficient now I'm here.
I can be very efficient, Madame Carlyle.
What's that picture of me doing here? What an awful idea. I want it removed before the ceremony tomorrow. I must say I don't care much for the choice of flowers either. I need a moment to consider what I want. What's that podium? I find that having family members do the eulogy is more often than not a toe-cringing affair. I've never understood the need to publicly display grief. A person died. Most natural thing in the world. No need to make an emotional spectacle of it. I hope you haven't planned for one of those.
No, I prefer to keep it simple.
And the gravestone. Granite. Solid. No fuss. I like it. Well done, Mr. Parsons. I approve.
Yes, it will mark your grave beautifully.
So, to sum up, I expect you to remove my picture from the memorial. That was an absolutely horrendous idea. Very unfit for these historical surroundings. This is
That's Madame Carlyle taken care of. Time to get the file on Arthur Edwards.
Results and description. Expression are my speciality.
very well. I suppose you will want...
That is Alexa Carlyle, unofficial leader of the Provenance Partners, and last one to be alive.
Did you give the Fitzpatrick token to Madame Carlyle's daughter?
Rebecca? Yes.
She's insisting that one. She's asking all kinds of questions. Who had the other one? Why I gave it to her, that sort of thing. You did make sure she didn't give the other one to the butler.
Bad news, I'm afraid. We don't have any extra fuses. Ethel looked everywhere.
Oh, you've got to be kidding. No power, no portrait.
Oh, Madame Carlyle will be furious.
So, Madame Carlyle wants a picture taken. If you were to assist with the missing fuse, I'm sure the portrait would be one for the ages.
She expects the family photo to be done any moment now.
I need this shoot to happen. Have you ever heard of knocking? Well, you need to leave. I need this shoot to happen, okay? And I need it to be perfect. I need this shoot to happen, okay? And I need it to be perfect. Can't we just take a fuse from another fuse box?
I guess we could do that.
Good. I'll finish setting up, and then we'll grab the fuse just before you call down the fan.
Good. Yeah, that's a good plan.
safe in Madame Carlyle's office. I bet that's where she keeps the file on Arthur
Mary's
Edwards.
so upset. She's never seen a...
Wait up! Who are you? Do I know you? Stop! Right now! Ah, crap.
Oh, sounds like the power's back up. Why don't you take a picture to test it?
It works. I'm ready for the shoot.
Perfect. I'll call the family down now then.
Excellent, 47. Madame Carlyle is on her way down for the family photo shoot. Let's see if any memorable moments will play out in front of the camera.
Right ahead, please.
Hi, good afternoon.
Edward, you can't let Mother get to you like this.
You've always been immune to her. How do you do it?
I'm the youngest. Guess I just flew under the radar when it came to her attention.
I don't think so. She really respects you.
If you just stopped craving her approval. You're nearly 50, Edward.
I know. I'm such a loser.
But you're not. You're a professor, you're artistic, you've got
Down
your
by the
music.
fountain.
I mean, that's really something.
It's not exactly expanding the Carlisle Empire, though.
I expect you to be efficient. I have a lot to see to today.
I'll do my best.
Listen, everyone. I understand that you have a lot of questions. Please be patient for a little longer. I will address you in the sitting room afterwards. Right, get in position. Let's get this over with. There's a puddle of water here. Oh, never mind. Let's just get this done, shall we?
Chin up, Edward. No one wants to look at that long face.
You're such an idiot, Gregory.
I'm fine, Rebecca.
Fine? You look like a nervous wreck.
Stop bickering.
That's Madame Carlyle taken care of. Time to get the file on Arthur Edwards.
Жестко. Ну это мы все получили.
We've been compromised. Abort and walk away now.
Who?
ICA. They tracked me. Don't know how.
It's what they do. How many?
One prime asset and a whole pack of up-and-comers. They've infiltrated the club searching for us. Christ, I think I killed one of them. Get out now before they spot you.
No. They found us once. They'll find us again. Keep your head down. I'll take care of this.
Do you copy? Shit. Yeah. It's terrible reception. Must be the trees. No trace of our target yet.
Agent Price.
Yes, ma'am.
This is like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Just keep trying, Agent Montgomery. Our client considers Agent 47 and Olivia Hall as a serious threat. You can't underestimate them.
I never do, Joe. We'll find them. We're all in position.
Good. Report back to me if there's anything.
Don't worry.
Hey, it's Helfried. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm delayed, but someone must have moved my bike, and I guess why my...
Weird.
Love, sir, you should go back the way you came. You might get into trouble. Yeah, and stay out.
Ah, hi there.
Sorry, sir, you don't appear on my list, so you need to go.
Looking for a place?
Yeah, I've been couch surfing. I'm sick of moving around.
I might be able to pass your numbers.
Hello. Excuse me. I was wondering if you could help me find my bike. I have lost my allergy pill.
About this, but Schmaller's supposed to be so close to the club. Got nothing to worry about. I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about everything else. not hiding there anymore. Watch out. It's gotta be close by.
Come on, puppet. Someone. The puppet comes.
Are you getting a chance?
Maybe. I got a ticket in my locker, but I don't blow it. You're alone.
I haven't noticed that.
Sure, there's been
Swan here. All quiet so far.
He's here. He has to be. Don't get comfortable.
Agent Swan.
Agent Swan, are you still there? That's a second agent down. Are you all sleeping out there? We could not have stacked the deck more in our favor, and still... Oh.
You have your ticket on you?
Come on. What's this ticket shit even about? This isn't an arcade. Just let me in quietly. No one will know whether I had one or not.
If I could let you through without a ticket, then we wouldn't have a ticket-based system, would we?
Right, I guess that's true.
If I was gonna bend the rules for anyone, it wouldn't be you. It's not like I'm trying to be a jerk here, I'm just doing my job.
And I'm just trying to do my job. That asshole in the bar over there keeps giving me shit that he has a ticket. Jesus, it's like working for an IT company.
Then you should have brought a ticket.
Yeah,
Look, I'm not like a weapons guy, but I found one over here, and I don't know if it's fake, but maybe you should check it out.
I'll have a look. Stay here. Have a cigarette or something.
For sure.
Hey, did you call again? Yeah, it's fine. I'm right there. Just waiting to make a little transaction of my own. Then I'll drop it off. Yeah, I know. It's on the receipt, right? Ring the doorbell at the drop-off. Wouldn't have killed the guy to meet me outside, but what the hell do I care, right? Listen, I don't want to be on the phone when my dealer shows. I'll talk to you later. Yeah.
Agent Lowenthal, please report. Three. We've lost 3. If any of you have been waiting for your chance to snatch glory from the jaws of defeat, I would suggest getting it over with.
Come in. Position on Tango! Move to my position! Drop the body, dirtbag! Holy shit! You hold it right.
Yeah, hey. Yeah, I can't let you pass. I'm sorry, sir.
I just stumbled across a weapon. I think it's... You have your ticket on you?
Come on. What's this ticket shit even about? Hey, did you call again? Yeah, it's fine. I'm right there. Just waiting to make a little transaction of my own. Then I'll drop it off. Yeah, I know. It's on the receipt, right? Ring the doorbell at the drop-off. True. Wouldn't have killed the guy to meet me outside, but what the hell do I care, right?
Open the box. I'm not wasting my time coming out there if you brought somebody else's order.
That would be anarchy. Bad idea. Rob would kill us.
All right. So, where was I?
Read my ass. I'm talking equity. They're milking us like cows.
Cows who stop giving milk get sent to slaughter. It's over.
Yeah, Lowenthal here. No sign of 47 yet.
Stay alert. We don't need to give him an opportunity to strike.
Agent Lowenthal. Agent Lowenthal.
Agent Lowenthal, please report. And that makes 3. The math was on our side. This shouldn't be happening. anticipating every move we make. He might be listening in. There's no other explanation for it. Go silent, we can't risk it.
Wow.
You need another guy on your team? I'm your man.
Chamberlain here. Nothing to report.
Stop talking. Focus on finding him.
Agent Chamberlain.
Montgomery here. Everyone in position? Confirm. Okay.
Agent Montgomery.
Any sign of the man I'm looking for?
No, no sign of him yet. What's he done?
He's a bad man. He tried to screw us over. That's all you need to know, got it?
Don't worry. I'll find him.
What was that? Hold up. You there in the security guard get up. I think we know each other.
Contact! Fire! Fire! Reading 555. Gotta get him out in the open! That was a gunshot. Move, move.
Chamberlain, report. Voices down. This is beyond the pale, gentlemen. I am speechless.
We need to right this ship and take him down already.
Montgomery.
I need help, like right fucking now!
Enough! He got another. You're sitting ducks. Evacuate the area immediately.
I'm gonna take you down.
Roger.
Hey, excuse me?
Command, it's Agent Chamberlain. Checking in. Nothing to report.
Just remember your briefing and stay on task.
Ah, crap.
Montgomery, I need a report. Montgomery. How the hell did he... We're done. Get out. I'm not losing any more of you.
Confirmed.
We're clear.
You killed all of them?
They got my message. Where are you?
Diner. Up the main road.
On my way. You're hurt.
You should see the other guy. Never killed nobody before. What you did back there. You really are all Gray said you'd be. 47. He didn't suffer, did he?
He made it count.
bruised but not broken. I'm glad.
It's time we start afresh, you and me.
Get to the point.
You and your friends pulled off the impossible.
You stormed the heavens, took down the untouchables,
And yet, here we are. Status quo.
it just goes to show you can't fight power, Miss Burnwood.
Power never dies, it only changes hands. The best you can do is
Claim it.
I never cared about power.
Power is a tool, Miss Burnwood.
It's the thing that gets you to the thing. As the next constant, you can be the agent of change.
Transform the system from the inside, or be transformed by it.
No risk, no reward. I'll need to think about it.
No, you won't. The real question is, what will you bring to the table?
Chongqing, China. This city is Big Brother's wet dream with more than 2.5 million cameras covering 15 million people. Privacy is a four-letter word in this place. It's pretty ironic that a cloak and dagger organization like the ICA keeps its most valuable secrets here. You'll find Hush conducting his fringe experiments in an abandoned apartment building, while Imogen Royce, the archivist, runs the day-to-day business of the ICA data facility. I just hope you know what you're doing, 47.
Shouldn't be out here with a bad influence. What's going on in that middle place? It's 3 in the morning. And I swear I've seen at least 4 chefs turning up for work.